Well, Idaho Gives is May 4th through the 7th, and it's Idaho's biggest online giving event. And for one local family, giving back is more than a once-a-year effort. It's a value that they're passing on to the next generation. So we have Kevin and Becca. They're teaching their sons the importance of generosity by making philanthropy a family tradition. And they're here today with their son, Matthias, to share how they're inspiring their kids to give with purpose. And so admirable. Such a great thing to be doing, and so great to have all three of you here with us today.
Thanks.
All right, but for those who may have not heard about Idaho Gives, though, why is it so important to support local nonprofits?
Yeah, Idaho Gives is one of my favorite weeks of the year. It's May 4th through 7th this year. It's the state's largest nonprofit giving event across the state. We have 711 nonprofits signed up. We hope to raise well over $5 million and up to $6 million plus for all those nonprofits.
Wow.
And it's really a chance for Idahoans in every community to give back to all the nonprofits that do amazing things for their local communities. So we're really excited.
I want to know, was giving back something that you guys did as children yourself, and is that why you're choosing to pass this along? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think we were both raised in families that really prioritize serving others, whether it's, a neighbor as they move into a neighborhood, or volunteering, with organizations that they felt passionate about. So it definitely is something I feel like both of us shared in common. We both actually, after college, entered into a service-oriented program, and that's where we met. It was a teaching program, teaching in low-income schools. So that was something that our families instilled in us as kids, and then continued through, our adult years, and then obviously has kind of trickled down to our own family, and it's something that we really prioritize and want to instill in our kids as well.
Yeah, that's a very important value to have, and
absolutely.
so glad to see that this is something too that was fostered in your youth. And now, Matthias, this is something that you know as well. You actually gave back last year. What organization did you give back to then?
I think I gave to Jesse Tree, Corpus Commons, and couple animal shelters.
Oh wow, so not just one,
Yeah.
a few. Okay.
We gave them a little giving allowance, so we like to give all the kids, the minimum donation you can make in Idaho Gives is $10, so we say, hey, pick a few organizations that you want to give to, and of course they love the animals, so that's always up there. But then, I think they see, and we like to foster a sense of curiosity in our household, so just like when we're driving down the street and you pull up to a stoplight, if you see someone there asking for assistance who might be unhoused, having our kids ask, why is that person not have a house? What can we do about that? And that's been really, I think, amazing to see their generosity come through in those questions, and then direct them to ways that they can give back, which was one of those that you did last year.
Yeah. I think we also really like to ask them too, like, what's great about life in Idaho? What do you like about your life? What are things that you enjoy? And then we go online, and idahogives.org is great at finding places that match all of those different causes. So he's a big sports guy, so we look for things that might, help athletics and kids. And, we love being outdoors, and so protecting the outdoors or the zoo, things like that for the kids really connects them.
Lots of interest. I mean, there are literally hundreds of nonprofits out there that people can donate to, and if there's something that pulls at their heartstrings, they can get involved. I do have to know really quick, Matthias, who are you donating to this year?
I'm donating to Jesse Tree, Corpus Commons, and animal shelters.
And animal shelters, they're still in your circle.
In their top 3.
Yes, it's still in your top 3. That's fantastic, right? And even if that is the case for those watching, maybe there's one that they go to every year that nonprofits counts on them.
Absolutely,
right?
It's a big week.
It is a big week to make sure that they can provide those services. So where do people go so they can donate and get involved?
Yeah, it's pretty simple, idahogives.org. You can search by issuer, you can search by geography, and you can give anywhere from $10 all the way up to...
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, sky's the limit.
$10 million.
So whatever you are able to give is greatly appreciated, right? And again, so glad to see you guys doing this within your family structure. We do a similar thing with our kiddos. It's not only warms your heart as a parent, but to know that you're also warming the heart of others as not only an individual, but as a unit is just something you can't really describe. So strongly encourage others follow the same type of tradition. Thank you, and thank you, Matthias. Really appreciate everything that you're doing. All right, everyone, make sure you check it out. Idaho Gives. Get involved now, and more Idaho Today coming up right after this.